Hey guys, so I wanted to do an update. It's been a while since I've said hi to everybody. I miss everybody. It's been crazy for me the past month. There's just been a lot of changes going on. Summertime is coming to an end. Still fairly new at my job now. It's been just a little bit over 3 months. So I'm getting into the routine of going to work and being a mom and all those times that, you know, I have to be at places and getting the kids to where they need to be. So that's super stressful. And on top of that, trying to watch my diet and keeping those carbs under control, trying to implement workouts, which have been horrible the past couple weeks. I was terrified that I was putting on some weight. I think I might have been around 112. I think I was around 112 in my last video. I think it was weight loss vlog week 14 and week 15. And I am about 104.6, I don't know, give or take a little bit here and there, but my most recent weight was about 104.6. So what I did is go on a carb frenzy. The past 2 weeks, Pizza Hut has been my #1 sin. I cannot believe I've been eating Pizza Hut, but I have. So I think it's really important to be honest, and I also do think it's really important to give yourself treats and rewards. And I really wanted to be under 110 before I started letting myself relax a little bit. So if I was about 112 and I'm about like 104.6 or 105, so let's just say I lost another 7 pounds, but it's been maybe like 5 or 6 weeks I've lost 7 pounds. And we know in the very beginning I was capable of losing almost 20 pounds in that time. So it is harder to lose the last few pounds when you've really completed your weight loss goal. It is, I think, officially 45-pound weight loss now, which is pretty dramatic for anybody, but you know, to be 5 foot and to lose 45 pounds, it's pretty awesome. So I did it all myself. I didn't go to a gym. I did go to a weight loss clinic, as you all know. I've taken Bontril for appetite suppressant and energy. I've been taking chromium supplements along with that, which is more for metabolism again and fat burning. And I have been taking a B12 sublingual that goes underneath my tongue. It's nice cherry flavor. It dissolves for about 30 seconds. And that has really helped. I even think that even though I've been having Pizza Hut and working out less, that B12 has really helped to keep my metabolism up. Now I still get the shots every Saturday, but a couple times I would go and I would get refills for my husband, or he would go and get refills for me because both of us couldn't go. We had things going on and we missed out on our 12 shots. So taking those B12 sublingual supplements underneath your tongue once a day, you can choose to do it in the morning or in the night. I'm telling you, just that alone, it's like $4 at Walmart, or maybe $6 at Walmart. It's worth it if you want to see a little bit more energy in the morning for yourself to get you started, or to just boost that metabolism for you. It's definitely worth it. I need that energy. Still drinking my protein shakes, guys. I stopped for a while and then I started drinking them again, and right around 3 o'clock when I start to just fade at my job, this totally boosts me up. In fact, if I'm super starving, this protein shake is very filling and it gets me going energy-wise. So I started drinking those again. But I don't want to forget to share with you guys some of the items that I've been eating lately. I love this oatmeal, you guys. I told you that I was eating oatmeal every morning, and I wasn't eating anything that had any protein or fiber in it. So I would say in the past, yeah, when we came back, when we went to the beach that time, so it's been since then we found this. You guys, this is awesome. It's got 7 grams of protein. I don't know if you can see that. It's got 7 grams of protein, 1 sugar. It's got 6 fibers. It has 29 carbs and 3 grams of fat. The most important thing in here is that it's got 6 grams of fiber, 1 sugar, and 7 grams of protein. Usually your maple and brown sugar oatmeals have a good amount of sugar in them. And the oatmeals that I was eating before, like I said, didn't have any protein, I didn't have any fiber. So this is even better in the morning with an apple because you're giving yourself more of a boost. I usually eat a bowl of oatmeal still every morning. I love this one. They actually have a couple other flavors too. They have banana bread, and they have cinnamon, and they have maple and brown sugar. Make sure you get the weight control. They have a no sugar added, but then this one that has weight control, it's much better. So I really recommend that. Like I said, these protein shakes, still highly recommend them because they only have 1 sugar and 21 grams of protein. And I still put these walnuts on everything. I'm not eating as much salad lately. I think I might be tired of that. Or it's the brand that I'm getting because I cannot stand the little red radicchio type things, and I can't stand arugula anymore. Like, I think I'm totally done with arugula now. What I have been eating a lot more of is spinach. I'm happy with a big plate of spinach. We always go to Soup Plantation or Sweet Tomatoes, and I just put a bunch of spinach on there, maybe a little bit of romaine. I love my feta cheese still. I don't think there's anything wrong with feta cheese. I don't think there's anything wrong with avocado. I love carrots, shredded carrots. Still making that turkey sausage soup. I do have that video on YouTube. I have the most ugliest spoon in that video, so I don't know, I might redo it because I'm also adding lentils to it. I think 1/4 cup of those little tiny lentils, they're brown or they're green, has a lot of protein and has a good amount of carbs, but has a lot of protein and a lot of fiber. So if you add 1/4 cup of that to your turkey sausage soup with onions and tomatoes and carrots and celery, I don't know if I had celery in that video. I might redo that one. That is such a good recipe. So tasty. You don't need any additional seasoning. Maybe if you want to add a little bit more black pepper. There's just good stuff to eat. You have to cook it or you have to find it and buy it. You just have to look for it. You can't always go for the easy stuff. And then this, I don't want anything to fall out of the bag. I have it in a Ziploc bag. But these Ghirardelli, you can see it's 60% cocoa. It's got 6 grams of fat for 16 chips. And if you can see these chips are bigger than regular chips. And only 6 sugars and only 8 carbs. So normally you look at chocolate, it's got way like 20-something grams of sugar or 30-something grams of sugar depending on your brand. And if you don't mind, I mean, some people don't like dark chocolate, but if you don't mind, you could actually put 7 or 8 or 9 of these on your mint chocolate chip ice cream, the no sugar added one. And that's what I do, and I'm still losing weight, and I'm still gaining muscle. So there's so many things you can do to still enjoy your food. Just continue drinking your water, and of all breads, Wonder Bread has come out with a really good multi-grain, very thin sliced bread. And it's got, I believe, 7 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber. Still, I think along the same lines as carbs, 16 to 18 carbs for 2 slices. And for 2 slices, it's like 80 calories. And then our #1 seller that I was getting before that, which I think is really good, is the Sara Lee, but this one has more protein and more fiber than Sara Lee. I just never even thought to even look at Wonder Bread, but they're going to be a big competitor for them, and to have only 80 calories and make sure you're having that before 3 or 4 is awesome. And the peanut butter, you know, I'm sticking with all natural peanut butter from Trader Joe's. You can go with the Adams brand, which is only peanuts and salt, and I think that having the ones that are crunchy, that has nuts in it still, is even better because it's still got more fiber in there. And I'll just have a little peanut butter with some sugar-free strawberry jelly, and that gives me what I need if I really need the carbs. Another thing I recently also started having, and this is like not just like in the past like 2 weeks, this is like in the past month, so I wanted everybody to know that I have been sort of, you know, being more easier on myself, is popcorn. So every now and then I'll have some popcorn, and I just think it has a really high fiber content. I don't think it's got too much fat in it. Of course, it's got carbs in it, but I think to me, because there's a good amount of fiber, and I don't put, you know, butter on it, I put just a little bit of salt. The other day, we actually made caramel popcorn, my grandma's style popcorn. It was so good, putting it in the oven and continuing to stir it, and I let myself have a nice handful of it. So I am letting myself eat more carbs, and really, that was really the first time I had a good amount of sugar. I have started recently drinking coffee again every now and then. I had stopped drinking coffee. So it's been, what has it been, guys? It's been like 5 months. I started like February 16th. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So I've really been on this complete weight loss journey for about 6 months now. And just in the past month now, so it was good 5 months that I was really strict. In the past month or 6 weeks, I've let myself start having pizza every now and then, having a little bit of popcorn. But before that, I was telling you guys that, you know, Dryers makes really, really good ice cream that's half the fat and no sugar added, and it's excellent. I don't know if you guys like mint. My husband eats the turtle tracks, I believe, or the fudge tracks, which has got like caramel and fudge in it. And again, it's got like no sugars. It just has the sugar alcohols, and it has some carbs, but we would still let ourselves have that as a treat at nighttime before bed. We always want to have ice cream before bed, but at nighttime after we did our workout, that was fine, you know. So, you know, if you've done your workout for the day, it's okay to let yourself have a treat because you've really burned a lot of calories and your metabolism is there. If you're really going to be on a journey and you're really going to put a lot into it, you've already really got yourself going as far as burning calories, and you should be able to let yourself have a treat. But you guys know that for a long time, I believe, the first 8 weeks, it was super, super strict, and I continued that for about 12, 13 weeks where I really, really limited my carb intake. Absolutely no rice, absolutely no tortillas, no pasta. Still haven't had any pasta. No pasta in 6 months. And was only drinking water. In the past, again, 4 to 6 weeks, I've had a little bit of soda every now and then. It's impossible to eat pizza without soda. So I would let myself have like Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Pepsi with cherry, and I didn't even finish the whole can. My goodness, I can't believe I used to drink soda all the time. I used to drink like maybe 2 or 3 Diet Pepsis all the time. Way too much carbonation for me. And I could feel like the salt or something. It just wasn't the same. I still love my ice water with crushed ice. It's the best thing. So I'm really happy that there's certain things that I'm still sticking out and still continuing to do. I still find myself filling up my big, I call it like my big sippy cup with the big straw. I found this really cute one from Walmart. I'll have to show you guys. And I fill that up with ice and water. I take it to work, and then I go into the break room where we have our water thing. I fill it up. I have to have water on hand all the time. And it's okay to be going to the bathroom frequently. It's good for you. You need to be drinking a lot of water. So if you're not drinking enough water and you're not, going pee all the time, then you're probably, not flushing your system out as much as you can. So, of course, I encourage to drink as much water as possible. Less of the soda. Of course, diet soda is much better than drinking regular soda. And then for juice, V8 Splash. Diet V8 Splash is awesome. So I'm still very much, not having carbs. Still drinking a lot of water. Now, I did my thing with pizza now. So I just wanted to confess that to you, but I'm done with that for a while now. My goal isn't anymore to lose weight. It's more for me about staying fit, being fit, and building muscle, toning and building muscle. After having kids, the areas that I lost fat on are either kind of like loose or whatnot. And my stomach area still, I'm so happy with where I've gotten to, but of course I want, it to be toner or to get stronger, and it may only get to a certain point where that's all it's going to do, but I'm afraid to stop doing that, but I think I've been doing it for so long now that it's going to be, like I said, it's a whole lifestyle change. I want to be healthy, I want to be active, and honestly, my body feels weird and sore the next day if I don't stretch, if I don't work out. The type of job that I have, I work, in a clinic where I see all different types of people, and I see a lot of people make excuses for not working out, and a lot of people, I would think their health problems would change quite a bit if they would just push through, whatever, if it's physical therapy or giving yourself some time to stretch. It really helps our lower backs a lot, to get oxygen into those muscles. So, not a doctor, but I really highly recommend starting slowly. I started my video off with just one 20-minute video a day with Tiffany Roth videos. I still highly recommend her. Not getting anything out of saying it, but she's awesome. Her music is awesome. She makes you feel beautiful and sexy or whatnot, and I like that. I always like to dance. So even when I felt super fat in my own home, doing those videos on my laptop was awesome. I also really love Slim and Six. I'm still doing Slim and Six. My husband's doing Slim and Six with me. My gosh, that guy has lost, I think, 30 pounds now. He does look a lot thinner, but at the same time, he was always really muscular, so now his muscles are definitely more prominent, and he feels better about himself, you know? He went from, I'm sure he wouldn't be happy for me saying that, but he went from like a 36 pair of jeans now to a 32, and of course the next, you know, when they're brand new and they come out of the dryer, they're nice and tight, but a few hours later or the next day, they are loose on him. He's got very, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. He's got, you know, he's very muscular, and he's very pleased with his results. But he, you know, he didn't believe that it would happen. It's not just going to happen from a pill. It's going to happen when you sweat, when you put work into it. I'm sorry for rambling. I haven't talked to you guys in a long time, but I just feel like I just want to encourage anybody, as far as working out, that you just have to push yourself. You just have to push yourself. Do whatever you have to do to get yourself, get alone, or go to the gym. Some people want to be in the gym with other people around them. It's more motivating for them. Do whatever you have to do to go, because once you start it for a couple of days, it will feel weird if you stop. And then try little things, even though it's going to drive you crazy. Small little things that you might be able to take out of your diet that you know probably aren't the best for you, and do it one at a time and see if you can master that. And you're going to see differences. If you haven't bought a digital scale yet, buy a digital scale, because when you see ounces going down, you know that you're doing it. And pretty soon it's going to be almost unbelievable. Every time you step on that scale, you'll be like, what? Is this really happening? But it is, because you're doing it. So I just want to encourage you for that. And for mamas, you know, we do so much. We give so much that we deserve us doing this. And it's possible, because I did it, and, you know, I did it on my own, to be 45 pounds heavier than I am now 6 months ago after having 3 kids. I thought that was it. And this is how I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Really appreciate everybody hanging on and waiting until I can get into a good routine to where I can start uploading videos again on a more regular basis.